exist outside of the Dota universe. It's just like my bedroom. You don't have the stream
link.
open. Yeah, no, the stream. It's on Discord. Oh, be sure to mute it though, because otherwise you'll hear yourself and me twice. Avo gave me that. Zooming on through the mid lane, coming behind the tower, and out the other side, a flurry of wolves. Oh god, what happened there at the end? That was creepy looking. Yeah, but they're running down to get some wards in the area. All right.
Obs is looking. That's a very helpful thing to have.
Chill, bro. Chill out, flex, bro. Smile. Chill, bro. Chill out, flex, bro.
That's not what we do.
Wish me luck. Wait for me.
No problem. I believe in you, buddy.
We'll just bring in Avo. We'll have to cast off the feed when the power goes down. Don't go too far, Avo.
Perfect. Well,
30 seconds.
We are off to the races now. Again, PugChamp versus Virtus Pro. It's a really interesting dynamic, right? Because we talk about these finals and the way that it sort of has changed what we kind of can talk about from the rest of the regular season. I was fully prepared before this went on to be like, oh man, you know, Hellraisers, they lost that last game against Empire. That meant that they had to play Spirit. But now we're in the situation where loser of this match between Virtus Pro and PugChamp is going to go out at the bottom of these regional finals, potentially, if Spirit, you know, can take them down. And then you're dropping from, like, you know, what I think it's like 30 or something points. It's not a heck of a lot. So something to definitely keep in mind. And this match has a lot on the line for both of these two.
Hellraisers have come in and they've shaken it up a little bit here, right? You know, they got that D2CL win, pop themselves up, take down the champs. Yeah, I would say certainly makes this one just
not happen at all. But we'll see how this ends up working. Already setting up with a bit of a trialing.
They didn't believe. They didn't believe, Lyrical.
Going for him, Krillak.
They didn't believe that Yamcha was actually going to get the shackles. Because, like, DM and Hakoda were, like, walking away. Because, like, why would he get the shackles? He's a common. And then he got the shackle.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Well, I mean, that still sets up top to have a really good laning stage, right? And, you know, down bottom, they do immediately bring Grim down here. So this is going to sort of even things out. But obviously, Pure not missing anything here. And playing Kunkka versus Axe, we'll see how he ends up doing.
Very underutilized strat there. The tri lane just for like the first blood attempt with certain heroes. I feel like some teams, it's more like a team-based thing than a lineup-based thing. I feel like, you know, something that more teams could.
Yeah, and even if it's just like pushing somebody off the wave or something, as long as you've got somebody that's somewhat self-surviving in the safe lane, it should be fine. As in the mid, trying to put some pressure on here. GPK not going to be able to get that deny off. Young G having a good time so far on the Lesh. These have been stopped by any of those early Pugna trips.
Try again.
Not sure what happened with Yamich, though. Did not bring another sentry up top. Toss is still holding a sentry, and they really do not have a good chance at a pull. So I don't know if they're just not going to commit for this camp at all. They're not going to try and contest it, but it's going to be a little bit difficult to get the wave under control. You can see DM already hurting. That's at 4 right now. Gonna have to do some wolf shenanigans, something to grab a wave.
Right. Well, and that's the other thing to keep in mind is so much of what we were talking about was just based upon the you know, lanes working out relatively equally, and so far that's not really been the case. I mean, they have been able to pick up a couple of the last hits with the shaman along the way, so that sort of makes up for some of it. But regardless, it'll be something to watch for if they can't get that top lane under control slightly. And actually, MH trouble here, maybe? They do have a nightmare. They want to go. Yeah, pretty even. That first blood attempt wasn't able to secure the kill up top, and now it's just sort of settling in for a nice little laning stage. Dodge there also. Earth. Okay.
You're welcome.
They do ever find themselves in a situation where Young G leads the lane, it's going to be a good amount of pressure onto that tower pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're in a bit of a standoff here, right? Like, so you gonna rotate? Because, like, I don't want to rotate. I think we're just going to blast waves from our small camp. Someone will go to make the play, but we have 2 mids where the level 6 doesn't really cause a big shift, which is quite different than most of the mids we're seeing right now. You know, gone through a big Spirit phase and Queen of Pains. So these two just wanting to hang out a little bit more and only really show up if they think the tower's going down. With a lot of focus.
A tithe to the impurities.
Down bottom. Now, according to Valve now, he's brought down pretty low and actually broke a fade off. So gonna keep that pressure on. Does have the Ring of Health, keep him survivable, but you can see this constant pressure. There are just 2 points in the Tidebringer, and Malik still taking a beating from that.
Gary Kunkka is very interesting, but it certainly goes back to kind of what you were talking about a lot. Like, this is almost the main reason why I worry about their scale. Gary Kunkka. It's going to give them a lot of strength when it comes to like early game rush, because they can fight around these towers and have great team fight because of the early Kunkka. You would expect the earlier BKB sort of like run in and try and dominate the fights, but you know, they have tools versus BKB this game with the Axe in the main.
I'll take that.
If you stall out and you don't get that big momentum swinging for your Kunkka, you know, it doesn't get that scary unless you find yourself like 3 Data Lie.
Data Lie, yeah. That's
Try
proper.
Data Lie. The next, it'll be like the Trident. You buy 3 Data Lists and you drop an SP and you can buy the Data.
Try-die. There it is. No, I think
that's not complicated enough, I don't think.
To be honest, even if you do get into those like crazy nowadays, I still don't think that you're the actually significant threat as a Kunkka. That's the problem.
No, they're total memes. They're not good.
Like the armor, you know, it's just it makes it so difficult, as they will find that kill on Dakota. So nice little combination. Alice, Lizzie, nicely played. Well done, buddy. But they end up getting that kill and then walking away afterwards.
That's actually such a bad death. Like,
Yeah.
You just drove them both out of the lane, back to the tower, 2 salve up from like 12% HP each-ish on that Axe and Rubik. They run back in with full health, they grab your Bane, they throw up to the Axe, and he just dies. So, or, sorry, your Grim. Like, what was the point, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to give that kill up at that point. I feel like Kokoda's got to be my bad.
Oh, it hurts. Well, mid lane, actually rotate heroes towards mid instead. Nightmare, Young G alive. That Shackles combo together with the life drain, super hard to deal with. But Collis makes the move to keep him good. And Invisibility picked up for Young G.
Dire's middle
He's gonna get the bottle
tower is under
refill
attack.
and then probably try and farm up some more in the jungle here. A couple of stacks being built.
Yeah, and overall, I would say DM doing
Radiant are
quite
scanning.
fine considering the matchup.
Dire's bottom tower is
Now,
under attack.
small camp here.
Radiant structures
Not much
are
you can do as a
fortified.
soul. No real Nightmare plays versus the
Right.
Wolves.
That's true. I mean, I guess that the only thing is if you can get Grip eventually, but ways away from that one.
That one is good. The grip, good one.
Astro keep on stacking. Wasn't able to stack Ancients. Only the hard camp. Obviously, that's still going to be nice for Malik eventually if he does go back towards that. But for now, not a huge injection of gold ready to go his way. Although silence there, looking for the stun. They do manage to connect. Throws in with the Tidebringer hit. Pure, good chunk of damage. Has the X mark afterwards, and with the Torrent follow-up, this could be enough here for the rundown. Oh, could have gone for the hit. He doesn't have another Tidebringer now, and Malik might live because of it. Damn.
Oh, he just missed the timing on that cleave too.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
man.
So what was really good there from Malik is that he didn't start running away until he forced out the X, right? Classic mistake a lot of people would have made. They just start running away as that Axe and thinking like, maybe I can survive, but he kept the pressure on there, tried to get a call, and then by buying all that extra time, he got another chance on his range for the other spell. And that's what helped keep him alive. But yeah, the lack of stacks on the bit of a problem right now for Puck Champ. Whenever I've seen Axe of the Vanguard, I feel like that's the whole key to building this Vanguard so early. Right? Like, if you're not getting the Ancient stacks, it's not as worth it. Ho-ho!
Yeah, that's not good. And
Jam.
back towards the mid lane. They're going to find him now. Oh, God.
him, he's still
GPK going down right now. Although the turn, GPK trying to survive, but they have enough. Oh, that hurts.
Yo, Malik was still fighting Pure, and he's tipping Hakoda, and now we got a toy.
Oh, what a play!
Radiant's
All right,
bottom
Malik's the
tower is
boss.
under
What
attack.
a god.
Carrying.
Damn.
I'm a believer
Dire's
now.
middle tower is under
No,
attack.
I'm not believing in the momentum right now for Virtus Pro.
No, I mean, yeah, PugChamp getting off to this type of a start. I mean, the problem still exists with their draft, and the strengths of Virtus Pro still do look good if they can kind of start playing together and get online, but this is definitely not the way you wanted it to go. Let's see, they can start playing together and make some moves happen soon, because they're going to need to.
They just need to, you know, see it all connect.
Right.
Bring it all.
Now this axe is looking good. That Tumbler's toy too to set up for the kill on the Kunkka. He doesn't get that call if he doesn't have it.
A tithe to
Silly
the
item.
impurities.
In the meantime, Malik connecting up to this hard camp. He has a ward in the area too, and Astral's nearby.
Radiant's middle
So he's
tower
getting
is
maximum
under
farm on.
attack.
Likewise, we saw it over there on the other angle that Pure was farming the hard camp while also getting a wave in. So both teams doing their best to maximize the farm. Cutting the waves. Lane. Counter push there by GPK. A little bit of a chase down. Can't quite catch
Dire's
Astral.
top tower is under attack.
Up top, where DM has been able to successfully force back Ducalis, and this might be enough to take down the tower finally.
Yeah, the bad news is that they're still pressuring mid at the same time. So, you know, you've taken these units away from top, but you're not able to help mid either. Now Malik, another tumble help mess up the combo. Oh, that was so close.
Oh my god. What? Catches. Hex was there afterwards. I don't think they get that kill if Yamich doesn't show up.
My best to the ancestors.
Nicely played. All right, Virtus Pro, they're back.
And back to the other side I swing. Yeah, they've taken the top tower. They have the helm, so they're working towards the helm of the Overlord next. And that'll probably be their biggest timing. The helm of the Overlord syncing up with probably level like 12-ish on like there too. And Armlet +1. Armlet's done for Pure, so curious when he goes next. I don't know if he's going to try something a little bit faster. No! Easily get that long range.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
One thing that's a little bit problematic
Dire's
here
structures are
for
fortified.
Virtus Pro, Astral actually stole the Nether Blast, so he's got crazy E-push right now on this Rubik,
Dire's
but
middle tower
that won't really
has
help you
fallen.
against the tier 1 pressure that comes from a Lycan. So they're still going to need to deal with this, and this is the danger of the Virtus Pro lineup. They get together around this point and just start the pressure. They do have an Ancient stack here, which might get taken out now.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah, dude,
is
I'm
under
snaking
attack.
that for sure if I'm Yam. Maybe it was one more stack.
Yeah. Group wave. Back towards mid. Pure is here. They're getting together, and I mean, this is pretty slow by VP.
Well, I think part of the problem is it's like who can test them anyway? Like, even if they are like, yeah, it would be nice if they were like, you know, on the next tower, but they're waiting for a couple items. Like DPK just got like crown and wand that delivered out here. You know, he doesn't want to do anything before VP.
That's fair.
Dire's courier
More damage
has been
there.
killed.
Nightmare save him.
Radiant's
With
top
the chase
tower
down.
is under attack.
Paulus should be falling here. Astral. Quite get there in time.
You were just taking
Ducalis the only one that goes down. In the meantime, Malik is stealing their Ancient stack. So
Fine team.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
he needs to get towards that blink. He almost has it. It's really close now.
Such a great stack from the enemies. And you lost them. Oh, there's Young G without a BKB.
That's pretty bad, although pull back afterwards and trying to survive. They need to kill some of these wards. Can they do it? He ends up going. Oh, God. It's not going to be enough. Find that kill on the Lesh in exchange for the Shaman. Astral now stealing life drain. Put the jump board in the cold. Astral got him in range. The Nether Ward not enough to stop that one. Ducalis dying. Dakota is just going to try and walk away, but Malik is getting the chase down here. Little Juice gives him another punch. Looks for the dunk. It's not enough. Dakota backing out, but in the end, the taunt and the right clicks come through for the finish.
I mean, that's basically cheating to have the courier deliver your...
That's true.
Quite fair.
Gold lead for Virtus Pro. PugChamp starting to get into a couple of these items. They're getting closer to these BKBs.
Just a tower gold lead. One's down. Nothing too crazy. Something they can easily swing back if they miss. They probably are. Thought maybe he was way down bottom. Looks like Hakoda doesn't want to give up on this part of the map quite yet, though. Checks for some wards down here. Yeah, you can see PugChamp is saying, let's just run it. They're done. You would think that Radiant don't really want to be here. Tower's so far out right now. The Radiant tier 1 in the bottom lane. You don't really want to defend this. You'd rather trade for something else on the map. Like up top, you have a wave pushing it up there. You could just push in mid. I don't really expect him to want to contest it.
Yeah, they see Hakoda walking away now. He actually missed on that ward and placed one observer ward himself in vision. So this is definitely PugChamp getting something out of the map. And I don't know if Virtus Pro are really going to be able to get anything in turn. Okay, for Nether Blast from the trees doesn't really going to do it.
This is something that PugChamp can abuse about Virtus Pro's lineup because they can't do work. With the Helm of the Overlord, you could probably do it at a reasonable pace, but you get the replay. The stolen Nether Blast was there again. The big damage from kill, but not able to save himself out.
Woke up. 9-1. Just do call us. Take that every day of the week. PugChamp being chased by the wolves. Can they get there in range? Ooh. It's a decrypt, and then the stun. Oh, they drew it out of the green.
That was sick.
Damn. All right, Hakoda. Get it back. Yeah, that's a good return.
gpk with the blink there too. This is exactly what they need. Blink Dagon.
Oh man, that play right there. If you don't find them with that stun, like they get away, they get into BKBs. Now Virtus Pro actually can try and like claim some more area of this map. They have wards back towards mid.
Under attack.
It would have been so much wasted time if they don't get those. After all, like the attempts on the vision, everything in the bottom part of the map. You can also see they left another ward down here too, which is getting the fact that Pure's backing away on that bottom lane. So they have an idea that.
Gotta be careful here. They didn't actually drop those wards, but decrypt. And the movement lift afterwards, but the hex, the kill, damage is going to get brought down. Rest of Virtus Pro backs away. Still, I mean, off of that play, you'd like to be able to see Virtus Pro get like another objective on the map, but they haven't really been able to. Helm of the Overlord going into drums next. They're trying to set themselves up on Virtus Pro to be able to deal with the BKBs when they come around just by having massive physical damage. See if it works.
Yeah, he's got a Granite Golem available. Hoping for the Dragon. Golem is fine too, honestly, with the fact they have the... rather than just throwing... There it is. 17 minutes. The BKB rush is done here for our Leshrac. So, Young G only dying twice, I would say. Pretty admirable considering the way this game's going to go. The hero. Unfortunately, as the mid rushing BKB, he's Punka, who has also picked up that pure of frightening force.
If Krlat can be the damage dealer. Oh, and finding him at the start is great. BKB available on Krlat as well if he needs it. Haunted, pulled back in, and leash onto 2. The silence is there. That pops his BKB, turns down the image, and Young G is just gonna die. So they lose 3, and Virtus Pro now can do the rundown on Krlat. Oh my goodness, this is quite bad. They are going to find PugChamp, blow him up too. Now back towards mid. Dude, they got the answers. Virtus Pro are killing it.
At a short sword. That's all there is. It says so much in so few words.
Oh. They should have the tools to be able to deal with it, right? Like Nightmare, jump, on. They have grip afterwards. They want to use it.
I mean, Ducalis tried to get in there, but he got leashed too. Because, you know, he doesn't have Aether Lens yet either, so it's a bit difficult right now on the main. 7K
Bounty!
frenzying, slamming. Or hide, I guess. It's not really a Triceratops. I've been reading a lot of, dinosaur books.
Of course.
Kids, I'm trying.
I think there is an actual name for this kind of dinosaur.
Got the tail of a
Stega?
Kilosaurus.
Kilosaurus. I don't know the lore.
Dire are scanning.
All right, we got some baiting illusions here for the Pugna. They can get him to grip it, maybe.
Guys, you think it's real? It's just like...
Hex on the one. No BKB. Oh, the nightmare comes out, but then the torrent. Oh my god, dead again. No BKB used. Krillad trying to run away, but they have the X afterwards. He is in some trouble. Done. And now DM looking to run away. This game is completely fallen off the rails. Dude, the BKB timings were not enough because they were not used.
No, they needed BKBs that followed up for something that Malik did. But instead, they're BKBs on the defensive.
Straight to the bottom with
Radiant structures are fortified.
That hurts. I mean,
force out the glyph, run back to Roche, snag that up real quick.
I guess to me, this sort of reiterates a thing that we've talked about a lot throughout this season. Is just been the vision, right? Like those invis wolves, that was what allowed Damage to just jump in and find the control.
Yeah, it's not from a a lack of sentries or anything either. I feel like half the time I look over my puck champ, but I mean there is a limit to the amount that you can just put down straight up. And Hakoda also doing a good job of just throwing down aggressive sentries. Despite there not really being any sort of invis initiation they have to worry about from the side puck champ, they just recognize that I want to make sure that Wolves are able to help.
Well, 11,000 gold lead now for Virtus Pro, and they still haven't gone in to try and claim Roche, opting instead just to control areas of the map. Looks like it's going to be an Ag Scepter next for Lycan.
So much
now,
more.
like, that's tough. They kind of need that perfect initiation from Malik and then to follow it up with everybody else. Krallad's getting towards the plate mill, which will be big.
Dire's courier
Doesn't need
has
that.
been killed.
Help me item. That's exactly why I think they didn't rush into the Roche pit. They want to make sure they had a really good idea of things because the Roche pit can give them the one fight they need. But as long as they can see Malik and they know where he is, they don't care. Right now he's just killing. Fine. They're not that fast at it when they have to take some time to go kill after.
True.
Such a distraction, that guy.
Gotta get him though.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Immortality!
Actually, maybe could have. Sure took a little while to pick up that Aegis.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Malik is going to TP out. The Wolves were not able to get that full vision. Right now, Virtus Pro control the outpost. High ground. I mean, this has sort of been one of the other big places where these matches have been decided is bad high ground pushes together with the Roches. So maybe there's an opportunity there for PuckChamp to hold their ground and try and set up for like painful late stages. We'll see. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's quite bad. Oh, Malik. Not like this. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Trent.
They do need him. Yeah, I would say he's considered a necessity here. Guess what? Yamich also sending out the shard with the help of the Philosopher's Stone. So we can see a few more snakes drop down here. Goes for a shackle.
Already a lot of them. Finding the jump, Astro. Pull GPK in closer. Feeling life drain. Dead. Dead again. Jump forward. Yamich controlling. There is still no BKB used. Oh, it hurts.
No way.
Is it going to be able to get off? All right, Yoshi finally manages to play the BKB card and actually gets a bunch of kills. Look at that. Looking for round 2 of this one now. Can Callis make anything happen? Pure pops his BKB. Now pulls back Young G. Ooh, good nightmare. And a little bit of extra separation trying to TP out. Will be able to do just that. So they lose a fight, but they win the round.
I think they've been scrimming this lineup on Virtus Pro. With the speed at which they jumped past those racks and just started fighting them under tier 4s, I think that they have trialed this quite a few times.
Straight to the
And they
bottom.
maybe have had some games where they've tried to fight honestly and lost the push, while also not getting any barracks. So instead, they just fight dirty and they just dive past. They're selling some of the lead they gained,
Right.
just for buildings.
I mean, it's a really cool idea, and I think part of the thing that makes that work is the Shadow Shaman Awards, right? Like, maybe that's why they first phase it.
Yeah, I think they came in with a strat today.
Very cool. Not something that you always often see, but like I've been wondering for a while, what's the solution to high ground? What's the answer? And well, lo and behold, just Shaman Award. Just drop them and then take a fight.
It's like my number one recommendation to people. Like Shaman, you know. I know you don't get to zap them anymore.
Some heroes. Paula's dropped the sentry, but they already got the vision that they needed. Jump in, Gamish. Absolutely wild. Been a little bit too crazy this time, trying to make something happen. Malik gets the kill on the one. Buyback coming from the Shaman, and they have some of his DPC. And now Collat controlled and going to die one by one. Swift Retribution is thrown back the direction of PuckChamp. 4 dead. There aren't any buybacks. They are going to run on up high ground and maybe just try and end this.
Straight to the bottom, yeah. Straight to the throne, I would say this time. Excellent strategy here from Virtus Pro. There's no secrets really as to what they wanted to do. There was, of course, some chance for flexibility near the end of the draft, so they weren't locked into this the whole way through just because it was threatening this position more that they often. Bring it out. Pugna was an excellent choice. I mean, again, the bans were Death Problem. Death Problem probably could have allowed something similar. Puck would have made this a little harder, I think. Probably would have been quite a bit slower. The ability to hit the towers. So I think this option here for Pugna